Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss the 2002 American remake of Insomnia, starring Al Pacino, Robin Williams, Hilary Swank, Maura Tierney, Martin Donovan, Nicky Katt, Paul Dooley, and Jonathan Jackson, and directed by Christopher Nolan. And yes, this is a remake of a Swedish film starring Stellan Skarsgård from 1997, which I've never seen to this day. I might think about watching it, but I'm not sure yet. Now, let's get into the movie. The blue ice in the opening sequence is a very beautifully shot film scene, let me say. It seems like the police department where Dormer goes in to Alaska is supposed to think Al Pacino's character, Detective Dormer, committed a crime and thinking he's a corrupt cop. And the way they say it was a little too obvious that he might have been by the end of the day. The character Jonathan Jackson plays is Randy, who happens to be the boyfriend of the dead girl named Kay, who Dormer sees as the mystery, who Dormer and his partner thinks he's the one who killed Kay after the boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Al Pacino. Here's an actor who's a legend ever since The Godfather, and has won an Oscar or two and got nominated for plenty of Oscars. He gives a pretty good performance here where he plays a cop who can't sleep in Alaska in the summer because it's daytime 24/7, whereas it's dark like in the winter 24/7 like that. And the movie is set in the summertime. Dormer's partner Eckhart's death scene, because Dormer couldn't see him in the fog, is a pretty sad death, and we never did get to know him that much, but I like him as a character. Dormer hearing things and going crazy because he's one of the people who, he's the only one that shot Eckhart, what am I saying, his partner from earlier, and puts some kind of bag, big paper, and to cover his hotel room so he could sleep as it is again. A little obvious. Robin Williams' character Finch calls Dormer, and am I the only one when I heard Robin Williams' voice on the phone was sad because he died 13 years later after the movie came out? And am I the only one that when Dormer gave Kay's friend a ride home, or wherever she wanted to go, she almost flirts with him sexually, and after that, he almost gets himself and Kay's friend killed. Sorry, I don't know her name. Was that creepy because she touches his arm? The chase scene between Dormer and Finch was actually kind of an intense chase because we, the audience, aren't sure if Dormer is going to catch him like a cat and mouse game. I like the conversation between Dormer and Finch because Finch is calm while talking to Dormer, whereas Dormer tries to torment Finch, is still calm at this point. And I love Robin Williams in this movie. I was a Robin Williams fan when he was alive. I thought he was such a good person in real life, and he was so funny, but here, he's a darker character. Like he was in 1 Hour Photo, which is the same year, if you can believe that this movie came out, where he's also a dark character. Just like where he was here. Very good performance, Mr. Williams, and I really hope that you rest in peace from the heart. When we get to the end where Dormer almost falls asleep while driving, which is pretty dangerous by the way, I thought don't fall asleep. I love the final fight between Finch and Dormer, where it ends up with a gunfight, and after that Hilary Swank's character Ellie lets Dormer fall asleep and die, that's honorable because he asks her to. Time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 7.7 out of 10. It was a good remake of a Swedish movie, but not the best movie, but it was a pretty good thriller. Go ahead and check it out if you're a Christopher Nolan fan. And I'll be getting back next week for Batman Begins. Until next time, see you later.